things are getting dicey and tight, and the monsters, there's different aspects and kinds of monsters and dangers that are coming.
Welcome to this video. My name is Christian from Being Premiere, and one of the questions that I'm asking myself over and over again is how Tabitha is going to return. We know that Tabitha might have escaped to the real world, but the latest trailers and some new plot details have me convinced she's coming back to Fromville. But how? So I got a theory about a secret faraway tree in the real world and some new information the actress playing Donna has said. The big question that is haunting us after the season 2 finale: can you really escape Fromville? Tabitha waking up in a hospital bed seemed like the first step. The town, or whatever controls it, is not letting go that easily. I'm convinced she's going to try to get back. But how can she return? Well, the faraway trees are the obvious answer, but the show has always been about twists and turns. I think those clues, combined with Donna's cryptic words about the town's connections, are going to lead Tabitha on a dangerous new quest. My guess is she will track down Victor's family, and here's where it gets really interesting. In the trailer, we see Tabitha in a house with a distinctive bottle tree, which also happens to be the same bottle tree that we have seen before. What if that bottle tree is a dormant faraway tree that we have seen in the trailer? What if Tabitha discovers how to activate it? This journey into the real world could be the journey without that Donna talked about. Well, the actress, the one that ultimately leads Tabitha right back to where she started. This is what the actress said.
The world has more connections to other places, both internal and external, than we have known before.
This directly supports our theory. It suggests that the existence of faraway trees or similar portals in the real world potentially linked to the town. But let's dive into the real heart of the mystery: the faraway trees. These eerie portals are as captivating as they are confusing. We have seen them transport people across the town, sometimes to familiar locations, sometimes to terrifying unknown ones. But how do they actually work? So far, we only seen the faraway trees move people to a destination. But what if they are a two-way street? What if there's a way to use them to return to a previous location, even to the real world? Elizabeth, who plays Donna, says the following.
Like the journeys, what journeys within and what journeys without, and how does the world enter in and
journeys within and without. This suggests that crossing back might be possible. And here's the kicker. In the trailer, we see a bottle tree in a house that Tabitha visits. I imagine it's the same house where we see the children in the drawings. It could be the same bottle tree that maybe Victor's sister escaped and create the tree, and that way she wants to return to maybe save her brother and her mom. This is a theory. But what if Victor's connection to the town is tied to this tree, to his family's past, or even to a ritual that can activate his power? Imagine this: Tabitha trying to figure out how to activate the bottle tree. She steps inside, and suddenly she's back in Fromville, ready to confront the nightmare and to rescue those she left behind. This theory opens a whole new set of possibilities for the show. Maybe there are more faraway trees hidden in the real world, each with a unique connection to the town and its mysteries. What if the nightmare entity is using these trees to lure people in, or to influence events beyond the town's boundaries? Season 3 could finally reveal the reality about these mysterious portals, and the answer might be even more terrifying than we imagine. So what she says here, this emphasizes the idea of two distinct realities and the possibility of crossing between them.
I'm not explaining it very well because I don't want to give it away. I don't want to give it away. But there's multiple levels of it, and they twist and turn in. Nothing simple. It only gets more complex.
Tabitha's journey in the real world could be the journey without, that ultimately leads her back to the journey within. She also said, this hints at a complicated and layered mystery surrounding the town's connections to the outside world. The faraway trees might be more complex than we realize, with rules and triggers that are still unknown. Elizabeth also highlights the fascinating aspect of the show: the power of human connection.
What I love about this show is love. There's a lot of places of love in the show amongst characters. Different kinds of love, and lost love, found love, love that's not working.
We might see new relationships form, testing the boundaries of trust and love within the town. Existing relationship challenge. The town's pressure and the escalating dangers could put a strain on existing relationships, forcing characters to make difficult choices. Now we have love as a weapon. The nightmare entity might exploit the characters' love for each other, manipulating their emotions and turning their connections into weakness. Elizabeth's words about love as a weapon, especially in the context of the town escalating dangers and the nightmare entity, are chilling. What if the very thing that has kept the residents going, their connections to each other, becomes their downfall? For example, think about Fatima's pregnancy. She already terrified about what the town influence might do to her baby. Now imagine the nightmare twisting that love, that maternal bond, into something monstrous. What if Fatima's love for her child becomes a way for the nightmare entity to gain power or to escape into the real world? The monsters may be terrifying, but it's a psychological torment, the manipulation of emotions that could truly break the town's residents. The nightmare might be playing a long game, patiently waiting for the right moment to strike, to turn their love into a devastating weapon. But let's go back to Tabitha's journey in the real world. She's carrying Victor's lunchbox. These are the connections Donna talked about, threads that bind the town to the outside world. This quest for answers could be a mousetrap, a way for the nightmare entity to lure Tabitha deeper into his web, even outside the town's boundaries. You might think she's found freedom, but what if she's trading one prison for another? Another thing, Elizabeth's words about different aspects and kinds of monsters are very intriguing. What if the monsters are not just mindless creatures, but rather a reflection of the town inhabitants? Imagine this. The nightmare entity is feeding off the residents' fear, and those fears are manifesting as the monsters we see. Each monster could present a specific fear or a dark aspect of a character's personality. This makes me really excited to see what the monster we're gonna see in season 3. We know from the trailer that one of the people is like hurting in the stomach, so maybe there's something inside. Let's see. Adding to the idea of Donna's words about different aspect and kind of monsters and dangers coming in season 3 have me seriously freak out. We already seen how relentless and unpredictable the monsters can be, but it sounds like things are gonna get a whole lot worse. The word Titan really stands out, maybe is unintentional, but it suggests maybe something massive, powerful, and unstoppable. Are we going to see a new type of monster, something far larger and more terrifying than the ones we have encountered before? Imagine a creature that can break through the houses, ignore the talisman. Donna also talks about different aspects of kind of monsters. This could mean a few things. The monsters are evolving, they might be developing new abilities, perhaps becoming stronger, faster, or more evil. As maybe new monsters are coming, the town influence might be creating a new type of creature, each with unique powers and weakness. In the trailer, we actually see the character of Jade fighting a new type of monster or a person, so maybe this is why. That may be a theory for now. I love From, and I love discussing more about the show and the theories. A lot of the information that Elizabeth provided in that interview connects that theory on how Tabitha is going to return. I imagine that she's gonna find a faraway tree in the real world and return to Fromville. But what are your theories? Leave them in the comments below. My name is Christian from the Premiere, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye, one.